Hello dear students, in the previous lectures we have studied about the vector analysis and some portion of the coordinate system. Today we discuss about the Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. Let us start Cartesian coordinate system. The Cartesian coordinate system is described by three planes which are mutually perpendicular to each other. The three planes intersect at a point O, which is called the origin of the coordinate system. Basically, this is the point O, where the three planes are intersect to each other. There are three coordinate axes which are usually denoted by x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is z-axis. And the values of these axes are measured from the origins. In the Cartesian coordinate system, there are the three planes. First one is x constant plane, y constant plane, z constant plane. Or x constant plane, other name of this plane is yz plane. Basically, this is a yz plane. And second is x z plane. This is called as y constant plane. And third plane is x y plane. This is called as z constant plane. These three planes are perpendicular to each other. The limits of the coordinate system, you can say the range of the coordinate system are, the range of x is minus infinity to infinity. The range of y is minus infinity to positive infinity. Similarly, for the z, the range is minus infinity to positive infinity. The unit vector of these vectors are axy, ay and az. The following relations hold for the dot and cross product for the unit vectors to solve the problems of Cartesian coordinate system. Similarly, you see here unit vector ax cross product with unit vector ay. The resultant of this cross product is unit vector az. Similarly, the cross product of unit vector ay and unit vector az is the resultant is unit vector ax. The cross product of az and ax, the resultant of this unit vector is unit vector ay. These are the cross product. For the similarly for the dot product, unit vector ax into ay equal to 0, ay into az 0, az into ax equal to 0. These actually we have determined the expressions of dot product and cross product with the help of previous expressions like dot product and cross product expressions. Now we discuss about the differential elements in Cartesian coordinate system. To explain this, first of all, consider a point P which coordinate is x, y, z in the rectangular coordinate system. Let us increase each coordinate by the differential amount. A new point P dash will be obtained having coordinate x plus dx, y plus dy, z plus dz. After that, you can say dx equal to differential length in the x direction, dy is represent differential length in y direction, dz represent differential length in z direction. Hence, differential vector length, also called elementary vector length, which can be expressed with the help of this expression. This expression is dl equal to dx unit vector ax plus dy unit vector ay plus dz unit vector az. This is the vector joining original point P to the new point P dash. Basically, new point P is the intersection of three planes, while point P dash is the intersection of the three new planes. which are slightly displaced from original 3 planes. These 6 planes together define a differential volume which is rectangular as shown in the figure, in this figure. Here after that you can see here the differential cube is developed after increasing the differential amount in the coordinate system, like x2 x plus dx, y2 y plus dx, and z2 z plus dx. The differential elemental volume of this cube is dv equal to dx dy dz. Let us define differential surface areas. The differential surface element ds is represented by ds in the particular direction, or the differential surface element ds is ds equal to ds unit vector an. ds is the differential surface area of the element, and unit vector an is normal to the surface. In the Cartesian coordinate system, there are the 3 types of the surface elemental area. First one is sx, sy, sz. Sx basically represent the differential vector surface area normal to the direction of ax. So here you can see the expression for this sx equal to dy dz unit vector ax. Here, so this expression is for this surface. Similarly, actually the direction of the planes is normal to the plane. So here this direction is normal to the plane is ax. So here we can write the differential elemental area in the direction of x is dy dz unit vector ax. And for the second differential element area is sy. Now we can write the sy equal to dx dz unit vector ay. Similarly, for the z another plane, yani differential elemental area in the direction of z is sz. Sz equal to dx dy unit vector ax. Sorry for that, this expression will be sz equal to dx dy unit vector az, because this is the plane which is placed in the yz plane. So its direction is perpendicular to the plane. So the direction is to the z direction. So here we can write sz equal to dx dy unit vector az. Dear students, to analysis of rectangular type symmetry, the differential element, differential elemental volume, and differential elemental area is very important. So you have to learn the expression for differential elemental area and differential elemental area in the particular directions. Guys, cylindrical coordinate system is very important coordinate system. Basically it is used to analysis and solve the problem of cylindrical type symmetry. Cylindrical coordinate system is also defined by 3 mutually orthogonal surfaces, or we can explore the cylindrical coordinate system. The circular cylindrical coordinate system is the 3-dimensional version of polar coordinate system. The surface which is used to define the cylindrical coordinate system are 3 types. First one is z constant plane, which is parallel to xy plane, and second plane is phi constant plane. Third is rho constant plane. Guys, again we explain about the 3 planes in the cylindrical coordinate system. First one is plane of constant z, which is parallel to xy plane, Second is a cylinder of radius r या rho with z axis as the axis of cylinder. This is called as rho constant plane from the z axis. And third plane is half plane perpendicular to the xy plane and at an angle phi with respect to xz plane, and this angle is azimuthal angle. Next is, so the point of cylindrical coordinate is defined as rho phi z. The limits of the coordinate system are is for the variables rho is 0 to infinity, and for the azimuthal angle, and that means phi is 0 to 2 pi, and for the variable z, the range is minus infinity to infinity, same as Cartesian coordinate system. Dear students, basically in some books they are taken rho and in some books r. So don't confuse about this. The unit or base vector in the cylindrical coordinate are unit vector a rho, unit vector a phi, unit vector. Similarly, as a Cartesian coordinate system, in the cylindrical coordinate system are three planes which are described as earlier. First one is, but in this picture you can see which are the planes, how to draw the planes which are explained in the previous. First one, this is a z constant plane. Here you can see this picture. This is z constant plane. Z constant plane means z equal to along the z axis, and this is parallel to xy. Similarly, this is a second plane, यानी कि phi का constant plane. This see here, this is half perpendicular plane. This is a half plane perpendicular plane, which is half plane perpendicular to the xy plane, and this plane is at an angle phi. This is phi angle, and this is the third plane. That means third plane means rho constant plane. Rho constant plane, or you can say a cylinder of radius with z axis as the axis of cylinder. These planes are most important to solve the cylindrical type symmetry. So you have to learn which type of the planes is used and in a particular problems. Basically, these three planes are intersect to each other, and these planes are intersect at point P. You can see here, this is a point P where all these three planes are intersects. So after at this point, the vector A can be written as in cylindrical coordinate system. We can write vector A. Vector A equal to a rho unit vector a rho plus a phi unit vector a phi plus az unit vector az. Now we discuss about the differential element which is used in cylindrical coordinate system. Basically, differential elements is very important to solve or analysis the problem of cylindrical type symmetry. So basically, in the Cartesian coordinate system, there is the three differential elements dx, dy, dz. Both are these three element differences are linear, but in the cylindrical coordinate system there are not such type condition. There is the arc type. So to determine the differential element in the cylindrical coordinate system, first of all we consider a point P. You can see in this picture P. This is a point P. So here first of all let us each coordinate is increased by a differential amount. The differential increment in row phi z are dr, d phi, dz respectively. Now to determine the differential element, first of all increase the radius r to r plus dr in the phi direction. D phi is changed in the angle phi, and due to this change d phi, there exists a differential arc length in phi directions. You can see here, this is the arc due to the angle phi or d phi. So due to this change d phi, there exists a differential arc length in phi direction. This differential element due to d phi in phi direction is r d phi, as shown in figure. In this picture, when you increase from z to z plus dz, phi to d phi, r to r plus dr, then this differential cube element will be created. So this length is represented by dz. This arc, actually this angle is d phi, length of this line is r. So accordingly to the mathematical formula, the value of arc is created as r d phi. So here, thus the differential element are, basically there are the three directions. First one is r direction, phi direction and z direction. So then we can write the expression for the differential length in r direction is dr. For the in phi direction, the differential element is r d phi. In the z direction, the differential element is, differential length is dz. Vector in cylindrical coordinate is represented by dl, and this vector will be dr unit vector ar plus r d phi unit vector a phi plus dz unit vector az. This is equation 1. And the magnitude, if you want to calculate the magnitude of this vector, is dl equal to under root dr square plus r d phi square plus dz square. This equation is called as 2. So with the help of these expressions in equation 2, you can write the magnitude of distance vector. Hence the differential volume of the differential element can be write as, like that, dv equal to r dr d phi dz. Similarly, in the as Cartesian coordinate system, there are also three differential area elements, like that s rho, s phi, sz. S rho is represent the area in the rho r directions. S phi is the elemental surface area in the phi direction. Sz is the elemental area in the direction of d phi, az. So basically we can explain s rho equal to r d phi dz unit vector a rho. Similarly, s phi for dr dz unit vector a phi, and sz equal to r d phi dr unit vector az. So this is the expression for a differential element in z directions. Basically, you can see here, this is a three planes. These three planes are very important to solve the problem of cylindrical type symmetry. Dear students, clearly in mind that there are only three planes which are mentioned here. This is a plane 1, plane 2, plane 3. Guys, now we start relationship between Cartesian and cylindrical coordinate system. This relationship is very important to convert the Cartesian vector to the cylindrical vector, and similarly vice versa, like that cylindrical to Cartesian. Let us draw a figure to resolve the component of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So here this is y-axis, x-axis and z-axis. Let us consider the point P is now perpendicular to the plane. Yeah, you can write a line from P to on axis y. Basically this is a systematic diagram. This systematic diagram, and now this radius r and connect to the axis, this radius, vector radius r, and now resolves the component of r. But before this, mention the angle of between axis to x to xy plane. This is phi. So now this is r equal to r cos phi, and this component is r sin phi. So now compared to the Cartesian systems, so x equal to r cos phi, this is equation 1, y equal to r sin phi, this equation is 2, and z is the same because in cylindrical coordinate z is the axis of a cylinder. So similarly in the Cartesian coordinate z is equal to z. So this equation is 3. On the behalf of equation 1 and 2, we can write r equal to under root x square plus y square. The value of angle equal to tan inverse y upon x, and z equal to z. This is equation 4. These 4 equations is very important to transform the cylindrical vector into Cartesian vector or Cartesian to cylindrical vector. Basically, they are the 2 steps for the transformation of a vector function from one coordinate system to another system. First of all, write the coordinate system which you convert into the another system. Suppose I write a Cartesian coordinate system, ax unit vector ax plus ay unit vector ay plus az unit vector az. This vector is phi. But now we want to convert this vector into cylindrical vector. So first of all, write the expression for cylindrical coordinate system. So for cylindrical vector, cylindrical vector. So we can write as a equal to ar unit vector ar plus a5 unit vector a5 plus az unit vector az. This equation 2. Basically second objective, this second step. Second step is, first of all we want to calculate the value of ar, a5 and az. After that, after determining the value of ar, a5, az, put these values in equation 2, and after that then this equation will be called as converted into cylindrical vector. So to convert the cylindrical coordinate system, Now we write a matrix equation which can be used as AR A phi AZ cos phi sin phi 0 minus sin phi cos phi 0 0 0 1, and next column is AX AY AZ. This equation is 6 7, and for the conversion from Cartesian to cylindrical you can use this matrix, but similarly for the vice versa, if you want to convert cylindrical coordinate into Cartesian coordinate, so then you can use the second metric equations, cylindrical to Cartesian. So then AX AY AZ equal to cos phi sin phi 0 sin phi cos phi 0 0 0 1, and AR A phi AZ. Now this equation is called as equation 8. Dear students, see here, suppose you have the vector Cartesian vector and you want to convert into cylindrical. So first of all use these equations and put the value of AX AY AZ and determine the value of AR A phi AZ. After determining these values, put in equation 6. So then you will find the complete conversion from Cartesian to cylindrical. Similarly, suppose you have the cylindrical vector and you want to convert into the Cartesian, to use second metric equations. So for this conversion, put the value of AR A phi and AZ and determine the value of AX AY AZ and put these values in equation 5, and after that you will get the complete vector in Cartesian coordinate. Okay, now we solve some problems which related to transformation. Dear students, let us first example 1. Given vector A equal to y unit vector AX plus x plus z unit vector AY in Cartesian coordinates, Cartesian system at point P minus 2 6 3. Convert the vector A in cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, now solve this problem. Solution. The value of point P is, you can say कि at P x equal to minus 2, y equal to 6, z equal to 3. तो cylindrical convert into the cylindrical coordinate. Cylindrical coordinate. Use r equal to x square plus y square. Put the value of x and y and solve this. After solving, you will get the value of r 6.32. Phi, the value of phi, tan inverse y upon x equal to, for calculation you can use calculator. With the help of calculator, calculate the value and you get the value of this angle is 17.57 degree. Okay, or 108.43 degree. Now convert, use the previous matrix which we have discussed in previous. AR, A phi, AZ, cos phi, sin phi 0 minus sin phi, cos phi 0, 0, 0, 1. Now put the value of, basically this is AX, AY and AZ. Again in the second row we can write as AR, A phi, AZ equal to, write the same matrix, cos phi, sin phi 0 minus sin phi, cos phi 0, 0, 0, 1. Now put the value of AX, AY, AZ. So where is the value of AX, AY, Z? See here, see the given vector and compare to the Cartesian vector. So given vector is vector A equal to y unit vector x. That means this is the component of unit vector AX. So AX value is y. Okay. So put the value of AX is y. Next is x plus z unit vector AY. This is the component of y. So this value is x plus z. But they, in the given vector there are no component of z. So the value of z component is 0. Okay. Now solve these values. AR equal to y cos phi plus x plus z sin phi plus 0. Okay, this is equation 1. Next, A phi equal to, now minus y sin phi plus x plus z cos phi. Okay, and this equation is 2. Az equal to 0. Okay dear, but you see here in to the equation 1, AR is the cylindrical coordinate system, phi is the cylindrical coordinate system, but x z is also coordinate of the cylindrical, but x and y is not variable of the cylindrical coordinate system. That means if you should be resolve, remove the y and x. After that you can say this is the component of cylindrical system. So for that you can use the previous relationship, like that x equal to r cos phi, y equal to r sin phi, and z equal to z. So put the value of x equal to r cos phi, y equal to r sin phi, in equation 1 and 2. After putting this value, you will get the complete solution for the cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so now we add the page. AR equal to the value of y is r sin phi cos phi plus value of x r cos phi plus z sin phi. Similarly, this equation you can give the name 3, equation 3. Similarly, a phi, put the value of phi minus r sin phi, yes, phi a, that means it will be sin square phi plus r cos phi plus z cos phi. Equation 4, az is equal to 0. Now solve the equation 3 and 4, and after that put in equation, suppose this is a Cartesian cylindrical vector, AR unit vector AR plus A phi unit vector A phi plus AZ unit vector AZ. Now put the value of AR, A phi, AZ from the equation 3 and 4. Okay, vector A equal to 2r sin phi cos phi plus z sin phi unit vector AR plus r cos square phi minus sin square phi plus z cos phi unit vector A phi unit vector AZ. Okay, see here, now in this equation there are no component of x and y, so all component in terms of r, phi and z. So you can say, dear students, you can say this is the final expression of the vector in cylindrical coordinate. Okay, so this type problem we can solve with this methods. Dear students, now this is the complete topic regarding to the Cartesian coordinate and cylindrical coordinate system, and now I will supply the tutorial sheets for the problems of related to Cartesian coordinate system and cylindrical coordinate system. So then if you will be feel any problems, then discuss me, and in the next lecture we'll discuss about the spherical coordinate system and its transformation from cylindrical to spherical, spherical to Cartesian, and similarly cylindrical. Okay, thank you to all.